Hey guys, so the new Apple iMacs are finally here. They were released on the 3rd of May, and in this video, I'll be giving a quick breakdown on the specs and features, and in the next video, I'll be giving a comparison for you guys who are still wondering which model to go for. So let's get started. All iMacs now come with the next generation quad-core Intel Sandy Bridge processors, which means that they are now 70% faster than the 2010 models. All models also now come with the new HD FaceTime camera, so you're now able to capture images at 720p resolution. Thunderbolt ports are now also included with each model, one on the 21.5-inch model and two on the 27-inch model. We get an increase in hard disk storage capacity across all boards, and lastly, the iMacs now feature the new discrete AMD Radeon graphics card, which will pump you up to 3 times the performance of the previous generation iMacs. Apple has now streamlined its models by including just 2 different screen sizes, with 2 separate configurations for each, and all prices remain the same as the previous generation iMacs. The 21.5-inch is now the baseline model, and there are 2 types. The lower-end 21.5-inch model at $1199 gives you a 2.5 GHz Intel quad-core i5-7 processor with 8 GB of RAM, which is now standard across all models. You get 500 GB of hard disk space running at 7,200 RPM, a new AMD Radeon graphics card with 6750M processor, 512 MB of GDDR5 memory, 1 port for Ethernet, Thunderbolt port, Firewire 800, 4 USB 2.0 ports, audio in, audio out, SD card slot, built-in stereo speakers, and a complimentary Apple wireless keyboard and Magic Mouse or trackpad. So it's a good solid day-to-day consumer desktop with basically all the necessary components to carry out any task you want to do. For $300 more, you get the higher-end 21.5-inch model with a slightly faster 2.7 GHz Intel quad-core i5 processor. You get double the hard drive space at 1 TB, running at 7,200 RPM, and a 6770M AMD Radeon graphics processor with 512 MB of memory. Other than that, it basically features the same amount of RAM, port connections, and input. Both models come with a 1920 by 1080 LED backlit glossy display, and the machine itself weighs in at about 20.5 pounds. Moving up to the two 27-inch models, the lower end 27-inch at $1699 comes with basically the same specs as the higher end 21.5-inch model. The only difference being, of course, the larger 2560 by 1440 screen display. That's 78% more pixels than 21.5-inch models, and the machine itself weighs in at 30.5 pounds. And with the 27-inch model, you also get 2 Thunderbolt ports. The 27-inch models also has 4 RAM slots, which can support up to 16 gigs of RAM, which is huge if you're working with multiple documents or just want smooth application management and better multitasking. For $300 more at $1999, you get the higher-end 27-inch model, which comes with a 3.1 GHz Intel quad-core i5 processor. In addition, you get the AMD Radeon HD 6970M graphics processor with 1 GB of GDDR5 memory, which is one of the latest and greatest desktop graphics card out there at the moment. And for $100 more, you can get an upgrade to a whopping 2 GB of GDDR5 memory, which will basically handle almost any graphics-intensive softwares out there. Other than that, you get the standard 1 TB of hard drive and 8 GB of RAM. Now the Thunderbolt ports can act as a high-speed in-and-out PCI port for fast data transfers, or as a display port, and the 2 Thunderbolt ports on a 27-inch iMacs does allow the machine to drive 2 external displays so that you can possibly work with up to 3 full-size screens at once. So that was just a quick breakdown on the iMac standard specs and features, so we can have an idea of what we're up against. And I have to say, for its specs, it certainly delivers the biggest bang for buck out of all the Mac products. Now going on to the next video, I'll be doing some model comparisons as well as some tips on which models to buy. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.